So, what is acidity, children? It is the inconvenience in chest, stomach and throat. Chest, stomach and throat. So, what are the reasons for this inconvenience in chest, stomach and throat? For that you can say that irregular meals is one of the cause for the inconvenience, or stress also. Stress also leads to acidity in our body. Okay, so irregular meals, if taking intake of spicy food, intake of alcohol and stress. So all these leads to acidity. Acidity means inconvenience in chest, stomach and throat, burning sensation. You get burning sensation in the stomach, isn't it? Commonly it is said as acidity. So mainly if you do not have proper sleep or proper food, then also it leads to acidity. So intake of alcohol, mostly in many people it leads to the acidity or burning sensation. So this is the main cause. So post meal behavior, that discomfort, it leads to sore throat. So what happens in acidity? If you get acidity, burning sensation in stomach, throat and chest it takes place, and you also feel sore throat. Okay, taste in the mouth, the sore taste in the mouth, you get sore taste in the mouth, abdominal pain and discomfort in the body, abdominal pain and discomfort in the body. So what are the reasons for acidity? Reasons for acidity in the stomach, chest and throat means regular meals, spicy food, intake of alcohol and also stress leads to acidity. So this during the acidity, what happens? You get sore taste in the mouth and discomfort in your mouth. Some problem it reaches, and stomach related problems it takes place. Post meal heaviness. So after taking the meal you feel very heavy. So what are the we can say that how do you feel when you get acidity? So when you get acidity you feel discomfort. What are the feelings? How do you feel? That is discomfort and sore taste in mouth. Sore taste in mouth it occurs. Sore taste in mouth it occurs. It leads to discomfort and also post meal heaviness. Means after taking the meals you feel very heavy. Even if you take a liquid meal also, you feel very heavy. Post meal heaviness. These are the symptoms that you face when you get acidity. You feel discomfort and sore taste in your mouth, and after taking meals you feel very heaviness in the meals, or due to consuming this spicy food. These are mostly due to the consuming of the spicy food. It leads to discomfort, sore taste in mouth and also heaviness, so which leads to acidity further. Okay children, so these are the symptoms in your body when you get acidity. Acidity means inconvenience in your chest, throat or in the stomach. These are the reasons for this acidity is stress in your body, or irregular meals also lead to the acidity, or if you take the spicy meals then it also causes acidity. Then the symptoms are discomfort in your body, sore taste in the mouth, heaviness in your stomach. These are all the features or the symptoms of the acidity in your body. So Vajrasana. Hope you know how to do the Vajrasana, children. So this is the posture of Vajrasana. This is the posture of Vajrasana. If you are habituated to do the Vajrasana, then it will be helpful for you to get rid of this acidity to some extent. So it increases the why? How does it decreases the acidity in our body? Means it increases the flow of the blood through the stomach area, and that improvises our bowel movements also. Thus it leads to easy bowel movement, relieving the constipation. Constipation is a stage of bowel syndrome, where you get irregular, you have the bowel syndrome. Okay, so it also keeps us to get rid of gas and acidity. You get the formation of gas from your mouth that releases from your stomach and mouth. So this is the main problems of the acidity or indigestion, and it is the only asana that can be done on full stomach also. When you have taken the meals, there are certain asanas which should be done only before taking food, but this Vajrasana is the asana which you can do after taking the meals also, which helps for the free circulation of blood in our body, thus helping for the digestion of food in the stomach properly. Okay children, hope you have understood the different diseases that occur through the that are caused for the digestion aspects. So if there are any issues of the digestion, then it leads to either diarrhea or dysentery or constipation, in the irregular bowel syndrome, or like this you can say it is an as acidity in the stomach and all. So these are the features that occur when you are suffering from any digestive problems. So what are the precautions that you have to follow to maintain the proper health conditions and especially your digestive system? So in order to maintain your digestive system in a proper condition way, you have to take these foods daily. So we can normally, in your home, your mother may ask you to drink buttermilk and take ginger, soap and all daily, isn't it? So they are the, we say warm, they help for digestion easily. Soap, yes, isn't it? Buttermilk, coconut water, eating herbs such as ajwain, tulasi, soap, zeera, pudina. So these are all our kitchen products which helps for easy digestion. What are the kitchen products which help for easy digestion? So this may be the question for you to ask. For easy digestion, the foods included in your diet are the consuming buttermilk daily, consuming especially in the night, consuming buttermilk, coconut water, soap, okay, and also the jeera, that is cumin seeds. That means cumin seeds. They also help for easy digestion. And ajwain, helpful for digestion. Ajwain, cumin seeds and tulasi leaves and pudina leaves. Tulasi and pudina leaves, especially all the leafy vegetables that are included. So as fruits and vegetables, along with the leafy vegetables which contain the fiber, increase our bowel movement, and they help for free, that is bowel movement in our digestive tract. So we have to include plenty of water. Along with water, fruits, vegetables and green leafy vegetables should be included in your diet, so that you get fiber in your diet to avoid constipation and free bowel movement. Is it clear? So these are the foods to be included daily in our diet to arrest the digestive problems. And next, the drinking of alcohol. Next, food you have to eat. Next, food that to be avoided. What are the foods to be avoided to prevent the digestive problems? Foods to be avoided they are drinking alcohol, cigarette smoking or gutka. This all causes the various diseases of the throat and the digestive tract infections. Okay, so liver infections, they cause liver infections, digestive tract infections, and it leads to indigestion problems also, where the related juices may not be secreted in the stomach, intestine and liver, which affects the digestion and further leads to various cancers too. So we have to be very careful regarding the food that are to be taken for easy digestion. So what are the foods to be avoided, children? Like drinking of alcohol, which leads to liver diseases and digestive problems too. And it causes cancer of the mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, and also sometimes pancreas also. So what are the diseases that are caused by excessive drinking of alcohol? Excessive drinking or taking alcohol, more quantity of alcohol relates to the throat problems, cancers, throat cancers, liver cancer, pancreatic cancer, and also the esophagus, liver, throat, esophagus, mouth, liver, esophagus, stomach, everything which are affected. So cancer, it occurs the cancers. Okay, mouth, throat, liver, esophagus, stomach, these it affects them and causes cancer to these organs. So you should be very careful in taking the food which can be digested easily. Hence fiber foods are to be taken in plenty to get easy bowel movement and digest our food properly and the waste material to be sent out of our body easily. So it is our responsibility to take the food that are digested easily and include water and fruits and vegetables in your diet regularly. Consuming tobacco particles, what happens? They stick to the teeth and develop the bacteria or the microorganisms over it, and the food materials which are acted upon it remains in them and leads to the cavities inside our mouth, which leads to the cancer, throat and intestinal cancer. And stick to the teeth, and the food materials attack to the gums and the skin of the mouth cavity, which leads to the swelling, injury, pain, and also causes throat and intestinal cancer. So healthy body leads to the healthy mind. Everyone knows it, isn't it? Healthy body leads to healthy mind. This is the slogan everyone should be aware of, and you know it. Healthy body leads to healthy minds. Okay. So when will your body will be healthy? Your body will be healthy whenever you have proper exercise and diet at proper times. Then your body will be healthy. Cleanliness, proper exercise and proper food will make you, and proper rest too. These make you healthy. So your body will be healthy when you have proper food, proper rest, proper healthy habits. Okay, then only your body will be healthy, which leads to healthy mind. Everyone are aware of this, isn't it? When all our body organs or the systems function properly, we say that we are in good health. So one should avoid bad habits and maintain healthy lifestyle. So in order to maintain healthy lifestyle, you have to take the food at proper time, get up early in the morning and follow the required good habits and take the food at proper time and avoid the foods that are not to be taken, so that you may be healthy. And healthy body makes you a healthy mind, or gives you a healthy mind. It leads to the healthy mind. So you have to be healthy and follow certain healthy food habits and healthy lifestyle too. So follow healthy lifestyle. Follow healthy lifestyle to be healthy. Follow healthy lifestyle to be healthy. So what are the healthy lifestyles? Getting early in the morning and going to the bed also early. Late night sleeps also lead to the stress and leads to acidic problems in our body, so which leads to various diseases. As I said, your acidity leads to the sore taste in the mouth, and also it leads to stomach related problems. So you have to be very careful with your digestive tract right from taking the food into your mouth, and every day you have to wash your mouth before meals and after meals and before going to the bed also. We have understood this lesson clearly, children, and in next class I will continue with the part of the question answers of this lesson. Hope you have understood the lesson clearly. So now write down the question answers that I give you in this class. So what are the different assignments that I have given you? You have to complete it in your notes and show me. Okay. So next assignment part, that is about the homework, you note down. So children, in today's class we have completed the health aspects of the digestive system. So once I recall the lesson, and you can write down the homework questions. Okay. So what is acidity, children? Acidity is the discomfort or the inconvenience in the stomach or chest or in the throat. So it may be discomfort or soreness in our mouth or any other reason, that is the burning sensation in the chest and so on. So this is due to the post meals heaviness also it causes due to the taking of spicy foods or stress or strain or eating too much of junk foods. These are also causes for the acidity in your body. So how can you, what are the different home remedies that you can follow to prevent this acidity? To prevent the acidity, some kitchen remedies you can follow, like drinking buttermilk, coconut water, and the jeera, ajwain, and what more, the sources of the digestion in your kitchen that you can eat, or tulsi leaves or the pudina leaves can be eaten in raw or in the form of juices, they can be taken. So these prevent the acidity in your stomach, okay, in your mouth and the stomach. The acidity also causes this health aspects of acidity also leads to various diseases like cancer also. So throat cancer occurs, intestinal cancer, throat cancer, duodenal cancer, stomach cancer, esophagus. So these are all affected due to acidity also. So bad habits, drinking more alcohol also leads to the diseases like cancer in our body. So this affects our body, which leads to death also. So you have to have proper health habits. Proper health habits leads to proper health. That is health, as you know well, a healthy body leads to healthy mind, isn't it? So if you want to have a healthy body, you have to take the food in time, regular meals to be taken in time. That is, regular meals means food that are to be taken for meals or food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, to be taken in time, every time, in every day, in time they have to be taken. Irregular meals also causes acidity. If you have the stress or strain, then also it causes acidity, and eating junk foods leads to acidity. So spicy and junk foods to be avoided, irregular meals to be avoided, to have your health in a proper condition. Hope you have understood this lesson clearly, children, and follow the question answers properly and write. First read the questions properly and then write in your notebooks. What is nutrition? What is nutrition, ma? Intake and utilization of the nutrients in our body. It is called as nutrition. The intake and utilization of the nutrients in the food is called as nutrition. Guess and write the reasons for the stomach ache. Whatever it is the problem of the stomach ache, what you can have, why you have the problem of stomach ache, you have to write down. Why you get the stomach ache? What is the reason for it? May be indigestion or eating most, that is a post meal heaviness also leads to the diarrhea also. Taking excess food also leads to the stomach ache. Like that you can answer what are the reasons for the stomach ache and what is the acidity and reasons for acidity. What are the home remedies for acidity? So these are the questions that you have to write in your homework. Note down, children, and complete it for the next class. So that it will be helpful for you to write the answers easily. Thank you, children. Stay home.